Thank you for joining today's Employer Spotlight, where we highlight our employers and industry experts who are seeking to inspire, and they're seeking to hire our externs, our students, and our graduates. So we're going to go ahead and just jump in and meet today's guest. Noah, would you like to tell us what organization you're representing and your name?
Yes, thank you, Kate. I'm excited to be here. My name is Noah Glovsky. I'm the Director of Operations at Solama and Dragonfly Noodle, which is formerly known as Chimera Ramen, both with locations in Boulder and Denver, Colorado.
Very good. And can you give us a little background about your business?
Yeah, absolutely. So Soul Mama, which is our flagship store in Boulder, started 11 years ago, and they highlight authentic Chinese and Taiwanese recipes, mostly coming from Mama herself. We focus on using fresh ingredients and really delivering an authentic but also delicious experience. Dragonfly Noodle focuses more on a broader Asian cuisine. So we have influences, Japanese, Chinese, Korean, all within our menu. And we really focus on making made ramen, pho broth, and pao and more. And actually, when our new location opens in Denver in May, we will operate 2 out of 3 ramen restaurants in Colorado that make noodles fresh in-house daily.
That is so stellar. And I've had the pleasure of dining at both of your establishments, and it is delicious. So obviously you offer a very niche and unique cultural experience to your customers, but as well as, your employees. So why, in addition to, the culinary advantage that students can gain, what are the benefits of working with your organization?
And so to answer this, I do want to touch on one of the biggest takeaways from our experience. Essentially, if you do want to learn how a kitchen operates, there's a lot of wonderful organizations out there. But if you really want to learn how to run an entire restaurant, from the business side, front of house, and of course the culinary side, this is really the place to be. And so we do offer a leadership development program, which provides a hands-on approach. So we essentially teach the leadership and character skills necessary to manage any of our current upcoming stores through a trajectory that we've built. So it is kind of designed where you get to move at your own pace. So whatever you're ready for, we have the modules ready for you. And if you need a bit more coaching, training, development, that's what I'm here for, and that's what the rest of the leadership team is here for. But ultimately, if you're interested in learning more ordering, getting that hands-on experience and responsibility there, recipe costing, even developing and impacting our existing recipes. A lot of our leadership development candidates have had the opportunity to do all that, especially those that have come from this CPA and joined us already.
That's fantastic. You don't necessarily find leadership and development programs in small to mid-sized operations like yours. And it shows that you're expanding so much based on, the leadership that you've developed. So it's an exciting place to be. So what about you specifically? Can you tell us a little bit about your career timeline and what drives you to be successful in this industry?
Yeah, absolutely. So my first job was actually at Soul Mama when I was 16. I started there as a cashier and expediter, and I left for college for business school, and I realized something was missing from my life. And so I would go back over the summer and winter breaks and work there. And I realized that I had a real passion for hospitality and restaurants. And so I transferred to Cornell School of Hotel Administration. And I was really lucky because they actually offered a leadership development program where I got to learn everything from serving, running the bar downstairs, working on the line, and then leadership skills. And so because I got so much out of, I guess, their coaching and development from there, I brought a lot of those themes back into our organization now. And so when I returned as a store manager at Chimera Ramen, I started preparing the organization for scalability and ultimately ended up in the role of director of operations because that's really been my focus, is figuring out how to make the business grow and how to really help our grow.
Fantastic. That is definitely inspiring. And, you talked a little bit about, your career timeline. How about tell us what you look for in a new hire and the application process?
Yeah, absolutely. So at the moment, we are going through a period of rapid growth. Like I mentioned earlier, we do have a restaurant opening up in Denver in May and a couple more in the pipeline. And so we're really looking for engaged, self-directed learners, but also those who really have a goal in mind of what you want to learn, what you want out of a leadership program, and just that passion for really growing both as a person, developing those character skills, but also wanting to learn more, do more, whether that's in the front of house, back of house, restaurant management aspects, all of that. And of course, people that are really excited about serving authentic, delicious recipes and creating those memorable experiences.
Very good. Okay. Well, we've learned a lot about you. Obviously, this is a summarized version of what we can expect to learn more about if we go through the application process. So thank you for taking your time today. I want to ask one final question. What are your words of wisdom for our future hospitality talent out there?
I would say that the thing that helped me the most was finding the mentors and the people that inspired me and really just building those connections so that I could learn as much as I could from those people. I strongly believe that if you want to be the best, if you're driven to learn something, find that person who's really good at it, find that person that inspires you, make a connection with them, and really do what they do so that you can emulate their experience, take what they've learned and apply it to your own goals.
That's great advice. You know, building relationships is so important, and mentorship specifically, I think, is an essential asset in the culinary and pastry industry. And you've demonstrated that through your progression. So we're very thankful that you're bringing that mentality, that motivation to our students. And I can't wait to promote this opportunity to our community. Thanks again for taking some time today.
Thank you very much, Kate. I appreciate it.